Oh yeah, you heard that right. Are you ready to stop playing small ball and get into the big league with people like Noel and start making some real money in real estate? Well, it is time. It's easier than you think, and you can start today. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So let's talk about real estate. If you want to become a millionaire, real estate is definitely the easiest and fastest way to become one. I know, you've heard it before. People think that real estate is super expensive, it's super risky, and it's super difficult, but that is simply not true. I learned how to invest in real estate the correct way from my parents' basement. I literally had bad credit, multiple foreclosures, kids, you name it, I had it. I was a complete disaster, and I've turned that around, so you can too. Real estate is something that you can start investing in with no money and bad credit. Yes, you have heard that right. But you have to know what it is that you're doing, and you gotta be doing the right things. The reason why I ended up in my parents' basement was because of real estate investing. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I was flipping houses with a job. Now I'm literally doing Airbnbs, and I've changed my business so much where it's always profitable. I'm literally in an Airbnb that we're setting up right now, and I'm gonna tell you why that's one of the best markets that you should be getting into, and also other markets that exist in real estate that make a ton of money. Okay, so now that you are sold that real estate is the absolute best thing to do, and you're convinced, because you should be, let's talk about millionaire. It is pretty easy to become a millionaire in real estate because there are 3 definitions of millionaire. The first one being assets. If you have assets that equal $1 million, your net worth is $1 million and you're a millionaire. So again, pretty easy to become a millionaire with real estate because the value of the property is an asset and it counts towards your net worth. The second definition, and this is the most important, is $1 million per year. $1 million per year breaks out to about $83,333.33 a month. If you divide 1 million by 12, that's the number you get. And if you are averaging $83,000 a month, you're making $1 million a year. To me, that's the most important number for millionaire. We often see people on TV, NBA players and NFL players, and we say, we're watching millionaires play a game. And it's true, because we know that they probably make more than $1 million per year. Yeah, we don't know if they have $1 million cash, but we know their salaries in most cases. And the third definition of millionaire is, like I said, cash. Having $1 million cash. Again, if you have $1 million in cash, then you're a millionaire. But for the most part, you're probably not going to want $1 million in cash because that's not really bringing you cash flow. So let's break that down. You want the second definition that I said. You want to make $1 million a year, or you want cash flow coming in each month so that you have this money. Let's talk about how you do that with real estate. So let me tell you how I got to millionaire through real estate, because this is the easiest way to do it. Like I said, $1 million per year, $83,000 per month. There's several ways to do that because you're not just going to do one thing. You can create multiple streams of revenue inside of real estate, and that's what I've done. So number 1, wholesaling. I still wholesale. We keep our marketing going all the time. Hey, are you behind on your payments? Hey, did you get relocated? Hey, did you inherit a house you don't want? We send out letters all the time. So as those letters and those people call in, we will do different things with those leads. If we have no interest in keeping the property, we will wholesale that property for a fee. Pretty easy. That's one way. The second way, if we see a property and we want to keep it and fix it and flip it, we'll do that. The average profit on a fix and flip in 2019 was over $65,000. The first flip that I did when I partnered with my coach, I made $17,000. On the last flip that I didn't flip any houses in 2020. The last flip that I did, I made a little over $22,000. Again, I still fix and flip. Fixing and flipping is still very profitable, and it's another stream of revenue. You can always do it because there's always properties that you can find that need repairs and you can make money on. Number 3, my rental properties. Again, after wholesaling and fixing and flipping, I also have rental properties. This is super important. I have long-term rentals that bring me an income each month. And then I have Airbnb type properties that we furnish and, we put on Airbnb and HomeAway and VRBO and all these other sites, and we rent them out on a nightly basis. And on average, each property brings us about $1,500 to $2,000 per month per property. Right now, I have dozens. And then last but not least, this encompasses all of it. Teach what you do. So again, you can write books, you can do a podcast, you can come share your information on social media, YouTube, and make money off of it. But again, teach what you do. You can have a coaching program, you can create courses, you can do mentorship. That is another stream of income. So when it comes to real estate, make sure that you are learning, doing, and teaching, because you can make money at all three steps. And that is absolutely what I do and how I've created at least $83,000 per month. Just think about it. If you just taught someone wholesaling or fixing and flipping, you have a couple of properties, you can easily make $1,000, $2,000, $10,000 per month teaching people. In fact, when I first started doing fix and flips, we would get a little van and I would do a little weekend tour. For one day, I would show everybody my fix and flip. I would show you the materials, how much I paid for them, how much I paid for the house, and people would pay me at least $500 for a ticket on our little bus tour to go see our properties. I would have those tours and I would make $10,000, $20,000 in just a couple of hours. Again, people want real information and they'll pay you for it. So you can teach it too. So there you have it. If you want to learn more, I've created an entire book. Go to noellsfreebook.com. I want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. And I want you to get it for free. This is Noelle, to your success.